Hey Capricorn, let's get you guys a little reading for August 2022. Welcome to the month. Please feel free to watch all of the videos. They are all for you, but your sun, moon, rising might be most effective, your Venus sign. I like to watch other tarot readings for each house of my natal chart. So what's home and family gonna look like? My fourth house sign. So anyway, if you use your chart like that, feel free to use these readings. They're all for you, but sun, moon, rising might be most applicable. Okay, let's get you guys an overall energy, Capricorn, for the month of August. Pisces got this too. How many cards are in this deck? I just am amazed every single time. I shuffle these before every reading. I shuffled them a tiny bit now just to kind of get grounded with you guys on camera. And I'm just fascinated that this came up. So the mirror, let's go ahead and get your reading laid out. But the mirror is talking about going into that darkness or having things revealed to us from the dark. So the moon is really speaking to me as I look at it now. I forget what I talked about in the Pisces video, but people, places, things showing us different reflections of ourselves, showing us different parts of ourselves that were in the dark now coming into the light. So this can be more of or less of a painful process, right? We often talk about like the mirror in relationships, or someone's like, mirroring what we don't want to see about ourselves. But sometimes this can be really beautiful. Oftentimes we're shown things so that our life can move on. Oftentimes we're shown things in relationship or things in our life that are holding us back, and that's why it can be painful. We're unaware sometimes of what's holding us back, and that can carry shame or guilt. Doesn't have to, but let's see what the reading has for you. This could also be seeing into the future. I'm getting like maybe some psychic hits. Maybe you're gonna feel really tapped in this month of August, Capricorn, to what might be coming up for you, to a lot of self-reflection, to see what might be like the best way forward for you this summer or into the fall. If you're planning trips, have plans, looking at professional goals. That's really interesting because I almost always do top first, bottom down, but we did past to present here. We'll lay all this out and then get them uncovered. Okay, let's see how this relates to what you guys have going on. So overall theme of the month, the mirror, looking at yourself, looking at what's coming up, looking at things around you, being shown who you are through others, people, places, things. Your central energy for the month is, drumroll please, Son of Pentacles. Working in service of your goals and the greater, I want to say the greater good, but it's like your greater project this month, Capricorn, which is so Capricorn. Strong and steady. And look at that head, look at that beautiful deer head, just like bent in service to the greater project. And the star and the moon in that are really highlighted for me. So with his little head down, it's like, maybe there's a lot of work you need to do to set yourself up for September or what's coming for you in the fall and the winter that you're working towards. But there could be a lot that you're working towards, that you're setting yourself up for with this star, this pentacle, in terms of financial success or material gain or plans for the future that are going to really pay out that you don't even know about, right? Surrounded by this crescent moon. Like you might not even know the riches that are coming from the small but steady steps forward that you're going to do. This, in a very literal translation, could also mean like working towards kiddos. So I tend to stay away from super literal translations of the tarot, but I've come across some readings I've done recently where I tried to talk all the different situations and it was just like a very literal interpretation. So I'm coming back to sometimes just saying like what the cards can just represent, which are like kids, like the son, the daughters of this deck, which are the pages, talk about childlike energy. So this could be you like feeling really childlike, being very connected to the earth this summer and this August, but it could be like stepping into a new job, laying the groundwork for a very successful financial future, and even working towards things that you're not even sure of yet. Wow. Coupled with the Father of Wands, what's right over you? So this to me feels like a character in your life, someone like a boss or a partner who is commanding and who's really like calling you out. And oh wow, okay, perfect. So that's maybe here where the mirror comes in as well. Someone who's really calling you to like your best life. And this could be more or less comfortable. Let's get a clarifier for this, because this could be someone who is holding you to very high standards in a way and in a relationship that's really like comforting or comfortable and working for you. Because the Son of Pentacles is someone who has their head down and is working very hard, very steadily, and is gonna make it where they want to go. It's like a new job, it's a new opportunity, but it's steady, it's steadfast. And the Father of Wands is like the sun. The Father of Wands is like the sun on the new seedling here that's growing. So that I'm hoping it's like a beneficial person in your life, but it could also be someone who's like exacting. Let's get a clarifier for this one for you guys, Capricorn. Father of Wands. Who is this Father of Wands here? Page of Cups. So yeah, I think it's really someone or an aspect of yourself, but to me it's really reading as a character who is demanding of you no nonsense, who is asking you to become more of yourself than you've ever been before. So this month is really deeply about you. Oh gosh, it's so clear in my mind, and I have so many thoughts and words that want to come out at the same time, so I'll try and say them slowly one at a time. There's this sense of you staying very close to yourself, right, as you are being grown. So tending to yourself, being kind, being in self-practice. Like, don't give up your closeness to your heart and closeness to, you know, that sense of wonder that kids have. Don't let yourself be burned out by someone else, but let whatever this force is that's on top of you, that's with you, that you're collaborating with, maybe it's a coach, pull you into like your excellence. Let's see what is on top here and what is on bottom. Yes, okay. So exactly, moving towards opportunities. There's like a portal here. I love this card. I love this card. It's like Dream Catcher meets Magic Portal in the Woods meets like mystical new levels. And what's coming out of this? Are you going to jump through it? It's kind of a waiting card, but it's also beautifully balanced. We're looking for new opportunities. We're looking at like the images that are coming out of this. So it's a card of waiting for like things to come through, or waiting for the best time to jump through. But new opportunities, exciting, gorgeous, new passion projects, new feelings. Let's go ahead and clarify that for you guys, Capricorn. And this is like, what are you conscious of? What are you working towards? What are you striving towards? What are you actively manifesting in your life? Working towards new opportunities. So this could really be you saying like, okay, you know, this December, I want to star on Broadway, and you are training really hard every day. And you have a trainer who's just kicking your behind to be your best, but really like kicking your behind and not letting you be a baby about it. But you are clear that you want new creative opportunities. So one example, clarify the Three of Wands, please, for Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's just too much to say about it. There's like a whole other reading that clearly like wants to happen up there. So let's go ahead and just pick one clarifier here for you guys. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so maybe that's it. I'm just gonna say you guys are all focused on like your Broadway show and like training for your perfect Broadway body or your perfect Broadway voice. There's some kind of an opportunity that you are very dedicated to and looking to the heavens for faith. You're like, I can't see how it's gonna happen now, but I am working my ass off to get to wherever I wanna go, and understanding that faith is gonna get me there as well, being a big part of this, and new opportunities are coming for me. So this is gorgeous. What's here in the bottom in the foundation is the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is really coming out of a time of feeling maybe apathetic. Maybe you didn't know what you wanted to do. Maybe in the foundation here, the subconscious is like feelings of boredom, just not understanding what your purpose is. I feel like that's all kind of changing for you. It's like you're stepping out of it. Wow. Sorry, Capricorn. You are really moving out of this period of, feels like stagnation here, and committing to doing the work, to changing your opportunities around. Yeah. I'll just take these. And we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So maybe a lost opportunity, a lost connection, particularly maybe like a relationship fell through, or, you know, maybe something at home wasn't working out well, or maybe you reached out to some love opportunity that wasn't reciprocated. And because of some kind of emotional disappointment here, there's massive boost of who you are becoming. This happened to me once going through a breakup. It just broke me. It was like, the relationship was holding together a lot of emotional stability for me at a time when I had so much change in my life, so much change. And then all of a sudden the relationship went as well. But from that, I was like, oh my God, okay, there's literally nothing else for me to do here but just one foot in front of the other. And it prompted the biggest sense of self-empowerment, self-growth. I stepped into like massive success in business. It was just incredible where I went from that. And I feel like these are the vibes that's giving me. Some kind of a disappointment has happened here, and you're coming out of whatever that was into like massive success and like creative motivation here. What did happen in the past? Let's see. Yep, tending to your garden. So whatever you've been doing here, Capricorn, in the recent past has just been, it's been a lot of work for you. I'm not surprised, Capricorn. Head down, focused on achieving, focused on just work. What was here in the past that got Capricorn going here? The Seven of Pentacles. Kind of, you're like reaping the fruits of your reward. Oh my gosh, Three of Wands again. So new opportunities, the desire for new opportunities, working towards new opportunities, and ships coming in. What are you walking into this month? The Fool. Okay, so this is reading really immediately, like hesitation to step into whatever this is. Let's get you guys a clarifier. I feel like this deck is on strike or something right now. Are you tired? Are you tired? Can you help me clarify the Fool for Capricorn, please? What would help clarify this for Capricorn? Give them a little insight into what's coming up. This is like future energy we're seeing here with the Fool in reverse. Page of Wands. Okay, so you move through it. There's something that's like feels hesitant about taking the jump here. So this could be a lot of internal work. This could be meeting someone or being inspired by someone young or a child, or just your sense of wonder, your sense of passion. Let that really carry you through any inhibitions about just taking the jump into new things, because you're clearly going big places. You're working for it. You're really being called into it. This could also be some insecurities from being shown where you need to do some work still. So don't let that keep you from really making the jump. And what's going to help you is focusing on little inspirations. So whether that comes from like reading a super cool newsletter that you got or that you enjoy, or creating one, or whatever it is, let that tiny spark of passion, like don't ignore it, and it's going to correct this, write that up. How are you feeling about it? Okay, you are in a place of really working for what you want, not necessarily being in like a relaxed state of receiving. And it might benefit you to do that at this point. There could be a lot of like reverse magnetism. How do I mean that? When the Empress is upright, this tree doesn't go anywhere, but it collects an ecosystem. It collects and magnetizes an entire living universe inside of it. Birds, water, so the sunlight that it draws down into its leaves to create more life without moving a single moment. Right? So the Empress is like the massive abundance of life that we can create just by being and growing our best selves. So when this is in reverse, sometimes that can mean it's really time for us to like come out of this, or we're not feeling like, well, let me get a clarifier. Because there's a few different ways I feel like that could interpret. And maybe you are really like, oh, there we go. Yes, exactly. You're tired. You're feeling tired. But don't worry, Capricorn, just do what you do best, which is like head down, working and facing towards your goals, and know that this will also turn around. So you're just like facing some fears here. This is reading to me like there might be times this month where you guys just need to sit down and like have a good cry, you know, and then the energy will like right itself and go back into alignment and movement. But when you're working towards really hard goals and you are being asked to step into the next level of something or asked to like grow, you're going to have moments where you need to recover. And that's what this is feeling like. Okay, great. Before I take the jump, I need a nap. Okay, great. Before I keep going, I need to like really restore and rejuvenate myself and come like fill my cup, because the Empress's cup is overflowing to the extent that it creates new life, right? So focus on filling your cup. Who's coming towards you this month? Oh my gosh, we just had this. Anyway, we just had this in the Aquarius reading, but upright. So this is you working for new opportunities that are coming towards you this month, Capricorn. You might really be reaching out for new opportunities, reaching out for new passions. You might have been set back by like a relationship disappointment, say, and this month you might be reaching out again. You might be saying, you know what? That girl's really pretty. I'm gonna go ask her out. Whatever it is. Oh my gosh, that job looks amazing. I'm going to go put in an application, even though they're not hiring, that kind of a thing. So be on the lookout for opportunities this month, Capricorn, that like spark your interest, and go get them. What are you worried about this month? Ace of Swords, coming across too strong, potentially. You are really excited about this entire new universe that's coming into focus for you. Ace of Swords is just blowing up with new revelations, new clarity, new understanding of who you are. And look at that. Yeah, cutting through the bullshit here. So really coming out of a time of stagnation. That is gorgeous. And then potentially also helping other people do the same here. And where are we ending with you guys, Capricorn? Okay. Just complete transformation and bringing in new gorgeous opportunities, potentially a job, potentially a new partnership, potentially a new lover, potentially a new kiddo, potentially a new job. Did I already say that? But also like complete transformation. And I love, like, this is the Two of Pentacles. So sometimes this can look like juggling a lot of different opportunities, but it can also mean change, just like literal change. And do you see how the wings are colorless, but the change itself is the engine of color? So I feel like the more that you step into whatever it is you are becoming this month, to whatever it is that you think that you might be is going. I feel like I said so many things at the same time. It's going to really flesh out the rest of this picture. So you're kind of coming into just baby success here at the end of August, which makes sense with the Fool card here. The Fool is just the start of your whole next chapter. So I feel like this is just massive movement towards whatever it is you are planning for or that's coming for you this fall or December. Yeah. So the moon, it's beautiful transformation for you, Capricorn. Gorgeous transformation for you in August. Massive success, massive opportunities, just really blooming into someone you've never even been before. And you're not really supposed to know how it's going to get figured out. So don't even worry about where you're going, because there's just going to be more mystery that you can lean into for the fall. In a way, it's going to be like, okay, great, you got to this level, and then the next step will be revealed at the end of August. For the September reading, that was a nice like little plug. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope this was helpful, and we'll catch you on the next one.